Hi everyone, it's me, Kelly, again. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. After everything this show has put us through, seeing Steve Burton back on set on June 1st feels like a gift to all of us longtime fans who have followed Jason's journey from the very beginning. The behind-the-scenes photos from the 16,000th episode celebration show him with that unmistakable stage makeup and a visible bruise around his eye. It immediately tells me we are in for something intense, and my instincts as a devoted viewer tell me this storyline is going to test Jason in ways we have never quite seen before. What excites me most is how the writers are weaving Jason's return with echoes of past stories while still carving out something fresh. We already know he will come back carrying severe PTSD after his long isolation at that WSB facility in Jakarta, Indonesia. In the first few weeks on screen, Jason will still be held in that secret WSB quarantine. Anna will appear first because Finola Hughes had already been filming for weeks. That small detail alone builds such wonderful anticipation. I keep wondering how Anna will react when she finally sees him, knowing her own history with the WSB. Will she be the one to help pull him back from the darkness, or will she carry her own scars from what Ross did to her? The PTSD element feels very real to me. I remember how Dante struggled so deeply after his own WSB mission. Dante had been sent to capture Raj Patel, the man who kidnapped Lulu years earlier. He completed that dangerous assignment, but at a terrible cost. Someone had programmed him so that a simple click of a pen could trigger violent responses. Valentine was the one who first noticed it during one of those chilling moments. Dante started seeing Lulu and others as enemies, haunted by false memories that made him terrified he might hurt the woman he loved. That fear eventually led to their divorce. Kevin worked patiently to deprogram him, freeing Dante from being used as a weapon against Port Charles. It was powerful storytelling, and it still moves me when I think about it. Now, with Jason, I cannot help but see parallels that make my pulse race. The bruises, the isolation, and the fact that Ross Cullum, the same man who brainwashed Anna, is deeply involved in holding Jason captive. It feels entirely plausible that Jason has also been conditioned. I have read every spoiler I can find, and the signs point strongly in that direction. Jason may return, not just broken, but potentially dangerous to the people he cares about most. Will he need the same kind of psychological intervention that saved Dante? I believe he will, and I think it will create some of the most emotional scenes we have witnessed in years. One thing I particularly appreciate is how this storyline highlights the difference between Jason and other characters who have faced similar traumas. When Drew was rescued from Victor's prison, he emerged as a hero ready to fight alongside his brother. Their teamwork felt inspiring at the time. Jason's situation strikes me as darker and more layered. He seems to have endured prolonged manipulation and physical abuse in that Indonesian facility. This could make his return far more complicated than Drew's was. I find myself hoping the writers will show Jason fighting his way back with that quiet strength we have always loved in him, but also allow him moments of real vulnerability. After all these decades, we deserve to see the full range of what this character can deliver. I keep asking myself how this will affect his relationships in Port Charles. Sonny has been searching for him, just as he once helped search for Dante. Their bond has always been one of the strongest pillars of the show. Will Jason's possible programming put Sonny in danger? Could there be a moment where Jason, triggered by something innocent, turns on the very people he would normally protect? These questions keep me awake at night in the best possible way. The show has always excelled at mixing action with deep emotional consequences, and this feels like a perfect blend of both. What I love most about General Hospital is how it allows longtime viewers like me to see growth and change while still honoring the heart of these characters. Jason has always been the strong, silent type who puts family first. If he has been brainwashed, watching him struggle against that programming could reveal new depths to his loyalty and love. I have a feeling Anna will play a crucial role here, given her own experiences and her connection to the WSB. Perhaps she and Kevin will work together again to help free Jason's mind. The thought of that collaboration brings me genuine joy because these characters have such rich history. Of course, not every theory I come up with turns out to be correct, but that is part of the fun of being a passionate fan. I remember when Dante's story first unfolded. Many of us worried it would permanently change him, yet the writers brought him back to his true self with care and respect. I trust they will do the same for Jason. Still, the road ahead will surely be filled with tension and heartbreak before any healing begins. The idea that Jason might unintentionally become a threat to Port Charles creates such delicious suspense. I can already imagine the confrontations, the quiet moments of doubt, and eventually the breakthroughs that will have us reaching for tissues. Another aspect that fascinates me is the timing. Steve Burton's return comes at a moment when the show seems ready for big emotional payoffs. We have seen so many characters face their past lately. Jason's PTSD and possible conditioning feel like the next chapter in a larger exploration of trauma and recovery. It makes me reflect on how the show has matured over the decades. We are no longer just watching car chases and mob intrigue, though those elements still thrill me. We are also witnessing characters confront their deepest fears, just like real people do. That balance keeps me coming back year after year. I find myself smiling when I picture the upcoming scenes. Jason emerging from that Jakarta facility, eyes haunted, body bearing the marks of what he has endured. Anna standing nearby, perhaps already sensing something is terribly wrong. The slow build toward revealing whether he carries the same kind of programming that once controlled Dante. Each detail feels carefully placed to pull us deeper into the story. Will a simple gesture or word trigger Jason the way that PenClick triggered Dante? How will Sonny react when he learns the truth? These are the questions that make Monday through Friday so special for all of us who love this show. In my opinion, this storyline honors Jason's character while pushing him into new territory. He has survived so much already. Amnesia, loss, dangerous missions. This time, the battle may be within his own mind, and that feels profoundly moving to me. I believe the writers are giving Steve Burton rich material that will remind everyone why Jason remains one of the most beloved figures in Port Charles. His quiet intensity, combined with visible struggle, could create some of Steve's finest work on the show. As someone who has watched through countless twists and turns, I feel genuinely optimistic about where this is heading. The combination of PTSD and the lingering threat of brainwashing creates layers of conflict that can sustain months of compelling drama. It allows room for tender moments between old friends, explosive confrontations, and ultimately healing. I cannot wait to see how it all unfolds, especially the inevitable reunion scenes and the support Jason will receive from those who never stopped believing in him. Both Jason and Anna are returning with deep PTSD from their experiences with the WSB. Anna has already faced manipulation and trauma at the hands of Ross Cullum, and now Jason appears to be emerging from similar darkness. The bruises visible in the celebration photos for the 16,000th episode tell me he has been through physical and emotional hell. This shared struggle with PTSD is creating something entirely new for both characters. I keep thinking how their parallel traumas might draw them closer, while also placing them in fresh danger with each other. Will their symptoms trigger at the same time? Could one person's flashback unintentionally spark the other's? These questions fill me with anticipation, because the writers seem ready to explore the intimate and risky side of recovery. What fascinates me most is how this pairing highlights a significant change in the way the show handles trauma. In the past, characters like Dante faced their programming and PTSD largely on their own before finding support. Dante's mission to capture Raj Patel left him conditioned to react violently to something as simple as a pen click. Valentine noticed it first, and Kevin eventually helped free him so he would not become a weapon against Port Charles. Jason's situation feels even more layered because Ross, the same man who hurt Anna, was involved in his captivity. The possibility that Jason has also been brainwashed creates a chilling parallel. I personally believe this shared vulnerability with Anna will force both of them to confront not only their individual demons, but the danger they might pose to each other and to everyone in Port Charles. This new adjustment in their stories is proving to be one of the boldest shifts we have seen. Jason has always been the strong, silent protector, yet now he may return carrying hidden programming that could activate at any moment. Anna, with her own history of resilience and espionage, might be the only person who truly understands what he is going through. Their connection could become a source of healing, but it also introduces new risks. I can already imagine tense scenes where one of them experiences a trigger while the other tries desperately to reach them. The thought of poor Charles facing another layer of threat because of their conditions adds such wonderful suspense. Will Sonny and the rest of the family be caught in the middle? How will this affect Jason's relationships with those who have waited so long for his return? The shocks keep coming as we realize this storyline is building toward a larger disaster. The WSB's involvement, the lingering effects of brainwashing, and the emotional weight of PTSD suggest that poor Charles could be heading into one of its most dangerous periods yet. I find myself wondering whether Jason and Anna will need to rely on each other to break free from any remaining programming. Kevin's role in helping Dante gives me hope that similar support will be available, but the road will surely be filled with heartbreak and breakthroughs. What I love about this direction is how it honors the deep history between Jason and Anna while pushing them into uncharted territory. Their partnership feels earned after decades of shared secrets and quiet understanding. As a longtime viewer who has seen countless twists, I appreciate how the writers are balancing action with genuine emotional depth. Jason's return is not just about physical danger, but about the internal battles that make these characters feel so real. Both he and Anna carrying PTSD creates opportunities for tender, powerful moments that longtime fans like me crave. I believe this will strengthen their bond in unexpected ways, even as it threatens the safety of the town they both care about. The new dangers they face together make every upcoming episode feel urgent and essential.